Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of BOM Ideas. I'm Chris Inman with I.D.E.A Cleveland.
I'm Brian Bukowski with BOM Image.
So we met at a networking event. So let's talk about how to be a better networker.
Sure.
So we go to these in-person networking events and we see people that are good at networking. We see people that are horrible at networking. So we're not going to get into really downgrading the horrible, but we're going to give you 3 tips on how to be the better networker. So our tip number 1, this is something that I really thought about, and there's something that I thought was very important when I started going out these in-person networking, is set clear goals.
Right.
What are the goals of you going out, leaving your family, and going out at night, sitting at a place full of other business owners or salespeople of that matter? What do you hope to accomplish out of this? Being there is not going to help your business.
Right. How many people you see standing on the wall doing nothing or just
Yes.
sitting there having a drink?
Correct.
That's not going to move the needle.
Not going to move the needle. You might as well go do something else.
Right.
I mean, honestly. So when I started, my first goal was I want to book 1 meeting per networking event. I want to find somebody in the room that I want to connect with better, and I want to set that up, a virtual meeting with them. That was my first goal when I started networking on a regular basis.
Absolutely. So yeah, one of my first goals was, I'm a big LinkedIn person, typically trying to get out to an event and not just be the guy giving out cards or taking cards, because again, that might not make the difference to what you need to do in your business or their business. You want to make a mutual connection. You want to make something happen. My thing was always trying to meet 3 to 5 new people, period. People I haven't met before. Not easy for me. Some people think it is. I'm very much an introvert, especially in groups where I don't know the people. But I try to push myself to meet new people, because if I can get to 3 to 5, my whole thought was, hey, maybe I can get 1 to 2 real connections out of this. And again, if you put it on LinkedIn or some other, Facebook, whatever kind of social, if you can connect with these people, they can at least see what you're doing and see your activity. That's always been one of my things, is I try to push things out there and advertise myself, just be top of mind, see my face, see my picture. But if I could, when I start reaching out, get to learn more about these people, connect, make those one-to-one meetings and make things happen, and then see where we can go. And maybe if we can't help each other, we can help each other's networks.
Yeah. What I see is really good. I don't do this well enough, but like you go to a networking event, you take some pictures and you tag the people that you were at the networking event with. Like, hey, it was great seeing XYZ, blah, 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 and you tag them in the post and you post the pictures. Hey, and then you're kind of inviting people, then their network, your network, like, hey, these networking events are great, and you're attracting them to come out and join you guys.
Absolutely.
So that goes to our next thing is when you start meeting these new people, you need to listen actively. You got to actually listen to them. It's not about you, it's about them.
Right.
Because this is where you actually can start generating some value, not for you always, but maybe for your network as well. That whole giver's gain mentality.
Absolutely. I think if you listen and you ask questions, people's favorite subject typically is themselves or what they're doing. It makes it easier as far as that conversation goes, because, how many times have you seen too many people just start giving diarrhea of the mouth and the other person they'll just push back and they don't even want to be a part of that conversation. But if you can be the person that's asking, actual questions, listening, having an integral conversation where you're actually part of what they're doing and adding your own anecdotes onto what they're doing and what they have to say, it's going to make that connection truly beneficial relationship.
Yes. Listen to what their pains are. Listen to why they're here. Listen to what their successes are. And then you can add to it and you can figure out like, hey, oh, look, they just bought a new building. Well, that's cool. Do you have a cleaner? Oh, I have a guy that does office cleaning. I know somebody to connect you with. It's all about that connecting ability.
Right, and that part of that giver's gain, if you're thinking of their best interests first before yours, obviously the feeling will hopefully be mutual and reciprocal after. Even if you have to do 5 things for somebody else, maybe they'll come back and do 1 for you. But that's the idea, is if you could think of others first and push that forward, again, even just connecting people to your network can be a huge benefit to them.
Correct. Who goes to a networking event, meets somebody for the first time, and magically changes their insurance salesman?
Right.
Or buys a car off them, or whatever the case might be, whatever their thing is.
Correct.
You don't buy from somebody the first time you meet with them. So being a pushy salesperson at the first meeting is crazy.
Right.
You're never going to get anywhere. No one sells anything at that first meeting, so it's not needed. All right. The last thing, our buddy Josh Muller always talks about this, follow-up. You got to follow up. You get this stack of cards. I have a process where I bend the corners or I fold it in half, and each thing means something a little bit differently. I take all those people, I connect with them all on LinkedIn no matter what.
Right.
But then there's other people, I'm like, oh, I got to connect them with a certain individual.
Right.
Oh, I want to invite them to this event or something. And I take notes on the cards.
That's
I do all
exactly
kinds
right.
of stuff. I'm always trying to figure out, what am I going to do with the follow-up of that meeting?
Right.
I met them at a networking event. It was a quick 5-minute conversation because you don't want to interact with somebody too long. You got to work the room.
Right.
But what's the next move?
Yeah, what's the next move? How do you provide that benefit forward? And taking notes is critical, whether you do that on the cards themselves or you have a notebook or you do it on your phone, whatever the case may be. Taking notes and, again, figuring out that next step to do something that's actually going to help that other person. How can you think of their interest? Yeah, I want to connect you to so-and-so. Hey, I want to do this for you. I want to invite you to this event or such. Those are the things that are really going to matter. And again, it puts you in this extra step above many normal people that, one, don't even follow up, two, don't think about others. Thinking about others makes all the difference in the world.
It really does. So those were our 3 tips for in-person networking. We'd love to hear what your tips are. So put it down in the comments here on YouTube, and we'll interact and figure out what are the best 5 tips, our 3 and your 2.